Hey folks, it's the Lethal 12 here, Moe in the house. Want to do this video about recent Raw, but more specifically about one man, one specific person. And after last night's Raw, this just has to be said. And it looks like from Twitter, a lot of people have been talking about it. So I have to say this. The person I'm talking about is Triple H. Triple H, great wrestler, no doubt about it. Great villain. Some say he's one of the best villains of all time, and they might be right. I mean, he's supposed to be an asshole, and he is. But after what was said last night, and also after throwing everything that's been said since SummerSlam, he and Stephanie have been basically exposing everything about the business. That not everybody's cut to be WWE champion or world heavyweight champion or the face of the company, which is ridiculous because I've said before, in their eyes, talent ain't shit. But here's what I gotta say. But here's what else I need to say. Triple H said a lot of crazy stuff last night about Daniel Bryan and some of the other talent. There was even one comment at that signing, the contract sign, said if guys like Chris Jericho, Edge, Rob Van Dam, and some others were the faces of the WWE, they'd all be working for Ted Turner, who was running WCW at the time. And a lot of people did not take, some specific wrestlers, including Chris Jericho, did not take that lightly. He went on a Twitter rant, and I looked at it online saying, they weren't the face of the company, and neither was Triple H. And he's right. I remember even Stephanie saying that, Triple H, when he got knocked out, after he got knocked out by the Big Show, the week later when he was back, she said that he was the man of the Attitude Era. And I know that's bullshit. I was around in the Attitude Era. And basically, the man that was the Attitude Era was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Don't get me wrong, though. Triple H was an important part of the Attitude Era. But if I had to pick from the whole Attitude Era, the true man, the true face of the WWE at that time was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hands down. In fact, here's what else I got to say about Triple H, though. Triple H, ever since he came in, he was trained by the late, great Killer Kowalski. Like I said, he's a great talent, great superstar, multi-time champion. But the thing is, here's the real deal about him. He basically was riding on everyone's coattails. He couldn't cut it in WCW. I saw some clips in the past and stuff. He couldn't cut it there. They came to WWE, and he did okay. And then I don't know what happened. He basically shot his way to the top because he aligned with Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels was the man during the mid and early 90s, and then look at the rivalry between him and Bret Hart, him and The Undertaker. Shawn Michaels was on top of his game. He was on top of the world. He was at the time the face of WWE, multi-time WWE champion, one of the greatest of all time, hands down. Triple H basically rolled his coattails. He used to be dressed up in the robe, his blue blood style, before he became what we see now. And if it wasn't for Shawn Michaels, Triple H would be nowhere. Triple H, he said he's the man of the WWE. Stephanie backed him up with that. But we all know for a fact how he got this far. Because think about this. He rolled on the coattails of Shawn Michaels. He rolled on the coattails of Kevin Nash. He rolled on the coattails of Vince McMahon and the McMahon family. For them so much, he got to his daughter. He got to Stephanie McMahon, and the rest was history. That's what they all say. He slept with the boss's daughter, and now he's the man. What if that didn't happen? What if he never hooked up with Stephanie or rode on anyone's coattails? Would he have been a 13-time champion? Would he have been one time a world champion, a WWE champion, would he have still been in the WWE? He probably would have been somewhere else, released from the company, trying to find his way. That's what I feel. I know there's too much talent going on then and now. Think of the guys of Austin and The Rock and Shawn Michaels. Those three guys basically carry Triple H. And what gripes me is that he think he is the man. He really isn't. All he had to do was sleep with Vince's daughter, bring some children in the world, and now he's on top of the world. Now he's the COO. If it was like that, anybody could have gotten with Stephanie, and anybody would right now be in his position. And then where would he be? Off somewhere else. That's what I got to say about Triple H. That's why, and that's another thing. That's why I don't really consider him one of my top favorites, along with Michaels, Austin, and The Rock. You know, a lot of people say that John Cena is probably one of the phoniest guys in the professional wrestling business. But let me tell you this: it's really Triple H. He slept with the boss's daughter, brought some children in. Now he's the COO. Cena didn't do that. Cena didn't get with his boss's daughter. He didn't hook up with anybody in the high ranks of the company. You can say what you want about John Cena, but he's true to what he is. Man. Love him or hate him. I can't say the same about Triple H. He slept his way to the top. Just if he hadn't done that, he would be nowhere. That's all I gotta say about that.